So basically, when you wake up every day, before you touch the world, what do you tell yourself that makes you believe you are enough to go out there and conquer it all with just what you have?
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Uncle Dice, aka Malume, and we have a very exciting guest today. We're in the city of Joburg and in an Airbnb. We're to wing it out, so there's not the usual space. But today's guest is nothing short than the future of the game. He's a young man that's leading the youth, creating hard stuff, the future Hype Williams, the guy himself. Welcome to the show, Mr. Creative Lens. How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed. How about you?
Hey, man, I'm good. Energy is dope. And, man, I'm just having a good time. And us being here, man, is just nothing short but amazing, man. How you feeling, man? How's been things? I've been seeing all the work, exams, and everything. How are you holding up?
I mean, I'm holding up pretty good. I'm just working, staying consistent. Obviously, not having that thought of comfortability and also exams. We did start with exams, I think last week.
Okay.
Grade 12 this year.
Snap.
Yeah. Final year in high school. Yeah.
So then, since talking about grade 12, then, is there anything in particular you're looking for? Like, do you want to study anything? Are you going to go to after? What's going on?
I've been getting this question a lot, and honestly, I'm just going to see where the road is going to take me. I really don't have any plan like school as yet because, I don't feel like you should go to school for your art because it's going to be more scripted than you just doing something that's from your heart.
You know what? I actually believe strongly in that, and one of the key things about the people I've met through the podcast is just really around there are people who have alternative ways and different paths that they would like to follow, which predominantly don't also other non-conventional ways, man. And I love that, man. I just love the fact that, you understand that part of it all. Maybe let's start back from the beginning, man, your upbringing. Tell us a little bit more, man. How did things start, man? Where'd you go to school, say, but how was it growing up and where you are today?
Growing up, when I was younger, I was obviously with my mom and dad, still with my mom and dad. I was born in Zimbabwe and grew up here my whole life. I only went to Zimbabwe last year to see how it is for the first time.
Wow.
And growing up here, my childhood, I was just very playful, playing around, also touching things and being naughty. And then I've always had a desire for art, in specific, mostly art. And growing up, I always had this thing of not being boxed in one thing. I hate being boxed in one thing. What else? When I was in grade 5 or 6, I started off with photography.
Okay.
And then when I was at church and stuff, I wanted to do photography, but they didn't give me the opportunity to. And I honestly understand it because they want people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then I left that, and then I think in grade 7 I started with videography. No, with music, and then it didn't really it didn't really go as far.
Yeah.
I was just testing new things. I was trying out music. I became a producer at one point.
Really? Wait, pause that. You were produced at one moment?
Yeah.
Were you on FL Studio and all?
Yeah.
Oh, how was that?
It was amazing, learning things every single time.
Oh.
I loved learning things a lot. I just loved producing. I loved sampling. I started off with boom bap. That's the classic that everyone starts off with.
Yeah, exactly.
Then obviously you start diving into your sound that you want to do.
Wow.
Then learning how to mix and engineer my own vocals.
Interesting. So were you a rapper?
I was a rapper at some point.
Weren't we all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's cool. So this is around grade 7, grade 8, I take it.
Yeah, grade 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I did that. And then obviously things didn't work out because I was too impatient. I was rushing things. I told myself I'm gonna blow up this year. I'm gonna blow up, and not a lot of people believed. And I was posting music every single time.
Okay.
I was sending links to people. People weren't responding and stuff. And then I started doing YouTube to see how things can go because I always wanted an outcome at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know? I became a YouTuber at some point. I started doing interviews, like live interviews, like what's your, or what would you rather smash or pass? Those, you know, those kiddie things. Like, yes. I was doing that. And then in 2023, I guess, 2023, end of 2023, I met up with this guy called Shots. He's like a bigger brother to me. And then when I met up with him, he actually told me, like, there's a lot of competition in music, and what you want to do is just try photography or videography. Then that's how things took off from then.
Wow, okay. Yeah. Wow, okay. So this is now grade 10, 11, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
And you meet Shots or cases, get into photography.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you start the journey for yourself? Were you like iPhone shooter? Do you have a camera? How was that?
In the beginning, like, I still don't have a camera like on me till today. I only have like a VHS, you know, like the normal things in my phone most of the time. But like when I was beginning, I did start off with the iPhone. I was taking pictures with iPhones, just testing things out. And then I borrowed like one of my friend's camera. His name is Teddy. I borrowed his camera, like a photography like camera. Yeah. And I started off with photography first. Then I started doing like free photo shoots and stuff.
Okay.
And that's how like it started getting like to be known. Like I'm like, no, you know what? Like since everyone is charging them, let me just start doing this thing of like a free photo shoot, host a photo shoot. You come outside, you pick this location, have a certain theme, you wear that, you know? That's how I started off with, like, it was mostly like photography. Then I was scared of videos, like most of the time. I didn't want to take videos like that. So I started off with photography. Then Grim started making me hold like the camera, like taking vlogs and stuff. And honestly, I was like learning then. I didn't see it as learning. I just saw it as like, why is this guy making me do this every time? Intentionally, like. And then with photography, like, I was doing that. And then like, it really didn't take off like that. But I did get a name, like from photography. People knew me as that photographer because I was taking pictures and posting them like consistently.
We're still Creative Shots at the time?
Yeah, I was still Creative Shots.
Okay.
I was still Creative Shots in the beginning. Ever since like when I stopped music and I made a new account, I'm like, yo, I'm making a new photography account.
Yeah.
You know? Not a lot of people followed, of course, because people weren't believing in it like that.
Yeah.
And then that's when I became a photographer, started hosting these free photo shoots, and then my name started getting a buzz. Yo, who's this guy doing these free photo shoots? I made a group chat on WhatsApp, posted it on my Instagram story. People joined this certain location. Let's start picking, let's start shooting.
Let's just go back. Let me just jump in there.
Mm-hmm.
How were you using WhatsApp? How were you using it?
WhatsApp is like the best media app I could use, like, because everybody has WhatsApp in Johannesburg, if you can say that. Not most of people, like most people don't really rely on Instagram, or like some people have WhatsApp bundles, or, you know? So with WhatsApp, I use it like, I make a group chat, like I'll just add one of my friends, make a group chat, like creative link up.
Okay.
This is the date, this is the time, and then this is the location. Then I post it on my Instagram story. And then I posted on my status. I had a lot of context. Like, I still have a lot of context till today.
So how big is the WhatsApp group?
The WhatsApp group, like, it usually gets, like, if I had to post, like, a link, back then, if I would, like, to post a link, maybe if I post a link now, it would get, like, maybe, like, 150 people to join. And, like, 150 is enough, honestly. Cause,
I feel enough.
A lot of people, like, it's like, bringing a lot of people to one place is not easy.
Yeah.
You see, so, obviously, like, in the beginning, not a lot of people came. Probably, like, 15, 20 people came. My first ever free photo shoot. Then when I did another one, like, when I did another one, like, maybe like, 50 people came. Then it started growing in numbers. So with the WhatsApp, what I do is I post a link on my story. They join that link, and then like people join, and then I make it like a group where no one can speak. I'm the only one that speaks, and then I set the instructions.
Okay.
Then maybe like the day of the shoot, that's when I open the group. Like, yo, guys, how far are you guys? Like, how are you, like, you know? That's how I use it most of the time with the group chat.
Quite innovative, man. And so you're leveraging social media to almost go from offline to sort of online, to sort of like offline from a WhatsApp perspective.
Mm-hmm.
How then, so from there, you're doing the photography, you're pushing that. Mm-hmm. At what point does video start come into the fold of things?
Video, it started like, how can I say this? I was shooting vlogs of myself. Like, that's when I can say video was starting to take a place. I was shooting vlogs of myself, like going to shoots. Because most of the time I was taking pictures, then I shot vlogs of myself. And then when I wanted to start music videos, I saw it as like, yo, it's actually a lot. Like, what do you do in music videos? How do you do this? How do you do that? And then I'm like, you know what? Let me be the different guy and start using my phone, you know? And then when I started using my phone, I took music videos of my friends back then. Like, no, actually, I didn't start off with the phone. What am I saying? I started off with the VHS camera.
Yeah.
Like those night vision cameras. One of my friends like, yo, look at how this guy's video looks. Like, it's so different. No one is doing it right now. So get a VHS camera, go to Josie and do that. I'm like, okay, let me try it out. I went to Josie. You know, that guy's my best friend. He actually took, like, his name is Marshall. So he's like, yo, go to Josie, get this VHS camera. It works with, I didn't know how it worked. And then I only found out that it works with CDs and stuff. Then that's how I started off with. I started shooting like mini vlogs, then music videos. Like, obviously, like the freestyle videos, like, yo, let's go to this guy's house, let's chill, take a video of him doing his lyrics and stuff. And then that's how it worked out. And then after that, that's when I started leaning onto iPhone. I was doubting it in the beginning. And when I started off with iPhone, I am like, yo, you know what? Let me not do it handheld. Let me get a gimbal, a stabilizer. I'm like, the best stabilizers. I went to Google, then I saw the...
So at this point, how did you know you needed like stabilizers at the start? A gimbal?
A gimbal. With gimbals, like, I always like the feeling of having a steady shot and shaking shots like all the time. You want to make the person feel like you in the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I did videos, I'm like, nah, I have to, when I want to make my music videos, it has to feel like the person is actually in the video when I'm shooting the video. So that's why I'm like, you know what, let me get this gimbal. Like, I used like money like that I had from, I don't even know how I got that money. I think I was saving it, and then it was Black Friday. My mom was even owing me that money. I'm like, yo, ma, I need to get this like now. It's Black Friday. It's cheap as hell, this thing. I need to get it right now. So that's how I got a gimbal. Then I started off for the first time, you know? I went to YouTube. I'm like, yo, how do you get stable shots? And then they showed like this thing called a gimbal.
So YouTube is your main source?
Basically.
It's your university?
Yo, everything, like everything. I learned everything on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay. All right. So now you get the gimbal, now you have the iPhone. Do you vividly remember what you shot first that really you would say, damn, how did you shoot that?
I'll never forget this. Like, with things that I've shot, I never forget them. The first thing I ever shot was like my boys that went to, they were also buying stuff, but I'm like, yo, gents, wear this type of clothing, denim or whatever it is. We went to the Glen. That's when I went to go get my gimbal, and then we shot like this reel, like, because I used to watch reels, like those amazing reels, like, you know, those ones like that brands, you always see brands doing
it,
and they show you tutorials on how to do it. I'm like, hey, let me actually try this. Then I shot that video, like, it's still on my Instagram page. It's like down though. It's like down on my Instagram page. And then like, yeah, it was a reel. They were like doing model walks. I'm like, yo, gents, walk like a model, you know? You know what I'm saying? Then like they did that.
Keep the vibe.
Yeah, just keep the vibe there. You must look cool. And that's how I did it. Like the first ever time I got the gimbal, I shot those videos with the gimbal. Yeah.
Wow, man. And so this is now 2 years back, I take it.
2 years. We in 2025 now?
Yeah.
2023. Yeah. No, the only time I started getting a gimbal was like in 2023 January. So I guess that's 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, man. Yeah. And because when I look at your body of work and the fact that, so this is also what's quite dope is this, you know, like you have a lot of youngins on the tip of, oh yeah, you know what, I need the best gear to get stuff done, right? And then here you are just using your phone, using your gimbal. And how then would you say that was your differentiation? Would you say using the phone was your thing, or were you using it because you only had a phone? How was that for you?
The only reason why like I used the phone was because that's the only thing I had. I always had this mentality that like you don't have to have the most expensive equipment to make the best stuff. So like it's the art behind it that really takes the big place, like the big role. Like whatever happens behind the scenes is like what's actually happening, like what's actually the art. So I'm like, you know what? Let me use my phone because that's the only thing I have. People are telling me cameras are like, what, 30,000? And I don't have 30,000, you see? So like I had to use my phone. I'm like, yo, let me just try out using my phone and using a gimbal and be like very different compared to the other videographers that have the most expensive cameras and that can do things easily. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So now you're making these videos. How then does music come in? What was your first music-related element that really caught the attention of your peers within the game?
music really plays a big role in me because I was also once an artist at some point, and music is like it's almost like a thing that I really love doing. So it's like with music videos, when I started off, like, thing is like it's there's many stories, but there's only a few that I can say.
Yeah.
So like the first one was the one that I said about the VHS camera.
Yeah,
so those were my friends that I actually like started off with, like Nell Rockstar, Michael Blue, MASONCARTERX. Those are the 3 people that I'm like, yo, gents, let's actually start shooting. Pull up to my house and let's do this and let's do that. We have to go out and do this because obviously we want to be seen.
Yeah.
And the only way we can be seen is by posting and by shooting every single time. So when I started shooting with iPhone, I shot, I think, Mason first. Yeah, it was Mason first. We're actually like, I think it was in Rosebank, if I'm not mistaken. Then yeah, that's how it like really took a big role with me shooting on music videos, like on phone. Yeah.
Wow, man. So now now you're in grade 10, 11. This is happening, right? Mm-hmm. How are you keeping the school and work-life balance for you? Having and having parents, obviously.
Yeah.
And what's your mom saying? What are your parents saying in all this?
With I get this question a lot every single time. Like, I always believe that there's a time and place for everything. So like during the week, Monday to Friday, it's mostly school.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, Sunday is mostly work, like shooting, going outside. But like when I was in grade 11 or 10, I didn't really like have that thing of like every Monday to Friday I'm going to school. Like sometimes maybe even Tuesday after school I'll start shooting and doing something else because grade 11 and 10 is not really that harsh compared to grade 12.
Grade 12, yeah.
So with that, like I always say like there's always a time and place. When it's time for school, I always do school. When it's time for work, I always do work. So it's like a matter of how can I say?
Balancing it out?
Yeah, balancing your time, basically. And also my parents, they didn't really like this whole fact of me being outside and all of that stuff. Like
all the time.
All the time. Like even with Grim in the beginning, my mom was blowing my phone. There was this one time I went to a gig and I went home like at like 1 a.m. for the first time. And like my mom was calling me. Then Grim is like, yo, at some point you're going to have to grow up, bro. And they're going to have to realize that
that's what
you're going to be your own man one day. Just put your phone on flight mode and just see how things are gonna go. But like they won't hit you or anything because like by the time you come back they'll probably be asleep and then they won't be mad at you the next day. They'll probably speak to you about it and it's like
So but speaking of which, then how's your relationship with your parents with regards to the craft that you're doing right now?
With my parents, I mean, it's good. Like with my mom mostly, I speak to my mom about everything. So like with my mom it's good, but like they don't really like, obviously they'll see it, like they'll be like, yeah, this is amazing, but like the only time they'll probably, like, this is just me being honest, like most of the time where they will say like, yo, this is like actually crazy is when they start seeing like a lot of people speaking about it. Okay. You know? So obviously this social media thing is us young people who are really like into the social media like that. So maybe if it pops up on the news on the FYP, then that's when it's like, yo, okay, hey, this is amazing, yo. Oh, we see that you're doing this, but they have been seeing it and they have been supporting it. They actually do support it. The fact that I can go home the next day is like support at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and I have to be really grateful about it.
Oh man.
You see?
Moving forward, so you get your camera. I mean, you're shooting these videos, all that is going. Mm-hmm. How then do you start to entrench yourself with artists? You know, like Brotherkupa. Where does that relationship start? And Nash, maybe we can start with your relationship with Brotherkupa.
Sure.
How does that start?
With Brotherkupa, Brotherkupa is like, it really goes way back. Like, how can I say? With Brotherkupa, I was when I was in grade 8, 9.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever listened to his music. Like, there were only a few songs that I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Then the other ones were like trash, like to me, because I didn't really know music like that.
Yeah.
And then I remember the first ever time like people were speaking about him was like through my friend. Like they were friends in the beginning, and then obviously things didn't work out, but now they're friends again. But like, and then the first time I ever met Brotherkupa like face to face was at this event called Cloud Wave. Okay. And that's when like my name was low-key getting a buzz in a way because I was shooting for obviously my friends like the Now Rockstars, the MASONCARTERXs and those people, BabyDiaz. Like that's when things like people were starting to get to know my name. And then with Brotherkupa, the first time when I encountered him, like I was speaking to him like, yo, dog, let's actually work, bro. Let's do this. Like, he's like, yeah, I actually know your work. Let me get your number. You got my number. like the way I approach things, I never come from like a fan perspective. I come from like
Let's work.
let's work, or like I always ask questions like relatable things, not just things of like, because sometimes people don't like it when you come with a let's work. They wanna have a good conversation
First.
So with Brotherkupa, it was a thing of like, yo, I actually like your music, bro. Like, you're actually a cool guy. I like how your swag looks, that type of thing. And then when it came to Brotherkupa, it was very different. Like, because in the beginning, it was really hard to get a hold of him. Because I remember the first time I met him, the next week he dropped these music video called, I think, Pick a Side. We're not playing both sides. And his name got a crazy buzz. Like, everyone was like, yo, Brotherkupa's the best. Yo, let's work with Brotherkupa. And then I remember I texted him, and then like he said, yo, let's work. I'm down to work. And then I asked him for his number. I'm like, actually, no, I actually do have your number. He didn't respond. I texted him. He didn't respond. I kept on texting him. He still didn't respond. And then like I kept on texting him every single time. He's like, nah, let's do, what are you doing this Thursday? Then I said, I'm available. Then obviously artist life, they say this, and then something else comes on.
Yeah.
And then like I remember I came to this shoot with Chanel Red. This was after I was shooting for Ghost Luby. Like, this is like maybe like months after.
Yeah.
And then when we went to the shoot, we're shooting for, I didn't know this, but then they were shooting for his album cover for Teen Revolution. And when I was there uninvited. I just went there with Chanel Red because like we live closer to each other, like when you're going back home.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, let me just pull up. And then when we came there, they didn't expect to see me. They're like, hey, that's crazy, you here? I'm like, cool. I was just quiet the whole time. And then after that whole thing happened, they were shooting pictures, and then JayKatana was also there. JayKatana's like, yo, bro, let's actually shoot. I'm like, what? Are you being for real? Let's shoot. And then I took out my phone. This was when I had the iPhone 11. And then when I did that, like, my phone was like on 6%. Like, yo, it was too crazy. My phone was on 6%. I shot it. I had the gimbal still. Shot on iPhone.
Yeah.
After we did that, like, I sent it to them same time, same day. And then that's how they were like, yo, they're actually amazed of what I can actually do because I'm really dedicated in what I'm doing. And that's how I built that relationship with Brotherkupa, like on calls, speaking, and like, it's just like, it's actually deeper than music. It's just not just music. It's
Brotherhood now.
It's like brother, like love, And that's why, like, I feel like compared to everyone, or like compared to the artists I've known, the best relationship I've ever had like with an artist is with Brotherkupa and Kindly Nash, because it's not just music all the time. Sometimes they'll just call me up like, yo, let's chill, bro. Let's play PlayStation, or we diss each other. We make fun of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
And they know
Beautiful.
like family,
More than anything else.
Yeah, also with Nash. I don't know if you still want me to explain.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No, it's cool. I mean, like we're taking it there. Let me people jump to Nash. Gom freestyle. Just run us through that. Because the Gom freestyle just was wild, unconventionally shot. What was your thought process? Were those kids really running? Was that set up to run? Were they supposed to run?
Those kids are actually running like for real.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like set up.
It wasn't
like,
set up.
Like no, like we were walking and then these kids were running because there was like a transport actually like behind us. So these kids they were playing soccer. And then Cooper's like walking. He's like, dog, actually shoot this while we're doing this. I'm like, hey, I'm starting to shoot. Then these kids are running. Like they were just running past. They were running to that transport that they were going to. So it wasn't like, yo, you kids run. No, it was just raw. Like it was actually like raw.
Wow, man. Yeah. And let's go just jump again to Brotherkupa. Just walk us through your process with the latest video that you shot. But I think for me is let's also highlight your planning process to get it done. Not high level, obviously, but how did that come to be that? How did you guys think of that? Did you mood board it out? Did you have a storyboard? What was your thinking?
So the first time I heard those songs, like throughout that whole tape, I'm like, yo, I've never heard this song. Because like, usually with Brotherkupa, he doesn't send me songs like that. He only sends me like when I'm with him. So with this app called Untitled, he gave me a link where like, whenever you play that song, you'll see that you're playing it, and whenever you can't share it to anyone, you can't screen record, you can't do anything. So he shared me that link, and then I played the whole tape before it dropped.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, today's a good day. This is like a crazy song. I love this song. Like it's almost like a gospel in a way because today's a good day. Yeah. And then when he played that song, I played that song. I'm like, nah, bro, we actually have to shoot for this song. Next week, we're shooting for this song. Outside, we're going to create this whole vibe. I'm like, the whole vibe I had, I'm like, he has to be in front of people and it has to be like a crowd type of scenery because Brotherkupa's never been seen with people around him like that, like, or having a crowd behind him or having like a culture behind him like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'll create a a mood board. And then once I did, like, I had this whole idea of him like being in front of people and then just vibing out, like almost like the baby videos that you've seen before, like almost like the American type of vibe. But I'm like, nah, it has to be shot like somewhere where we can all be there and all have fun.
Yeah.
So how that happened, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna create this group chat. You don't have to promote anything. You don't have to do anything because everybody knows me as your best shooter or your shooter, your main shooter. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make this group chat. I made this group chat. I made it. I posted it on my status and my Instagram link story.
Yeah.
When I posted that, a lot of people joined like so unexpectedly. Like the same, I think the next, like after 3 hours, 500 people joined. The next day it was like 900. And then we had to make a separate group chat because other people were like, now we're unable to join because it's too full. You know?
Damn.
Like that was like, it was too crazy. And then when I made another link also, Hotshot Aaron also helped by promoting and saying, yeah, this is actually real. This Saturday or next week Saturday, pull up. We're coming here to Rosebank. So I made that mood board as I'm like, I made the group chat. I'm like, I'm gonna make this mood board the next day because I was at school when we were having this whole discussion. And then when I did that mood board, I made it like over I think a day. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get these type of scenes here where you in front of people, where you getting the crowd running behind you, and then like we couldn't do some other shots because obviously time. We wanted to do a restaurant scene with the girl also. I'm like, we couldn't do it because it's like too much time to be taken away, and we wanted to shoot and edit and drop the next day.
Wow.
You see?
So that was the 24-hour turnaround.
Basically, not even 24 hours. I won't even lie to you. We started I said everyone must link up at 12, and then I think I came an hour later because I was still preparing and helping Brotherkupa also in terms of styling, getting another guy to style him also. So once that, on the day, like it happened, I'm like, yo, this location, this is going to happen, this time, this place, wear whatever you want to wear, Y2K, type of drip, you know, just be yourself when you're there. Cool. Then I think on the day when it happened, we shot from 2 or 3 o'clock. Yeah, from 2 until 4. Like 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 o'clock, we went to go like do errands and stuff, helping Kindly Nash with these things. And then same time when I think I came back to his house like at 11, like in Santon, 11 p.m., 12 p.m. And then we started editing. We finished the edit like at 2 a.m. And then he posted the video at like 5, 6 p.m. So yeah, that was the whole process behind it.
Man, and how was it dealing with crowds?
I mean,
How was it dealing with crowds?
dealing with crowds is like, to me, it's actually easy because I know how to speak to people in a way. I know how to direct people because I'm the videographer. You should be listening to me when I'm the shooter.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm there to be standing around having conversations and stuff. I mean, I do have conversations with people, but like, it's actually easy in the beginning. Like the first ever time I did it was with Kindly Nash's captain, like controlling people. Like, it's like, yo, are these people actually going to listen to me? So the first time I actually did it was like, I actually have so much power to actually be doing this. Like, yo, everybody go there, silence on set, and then everyone keeps quiet. And then by the time the song plays, this is what you must do. Heads up, you know, jump, hands up, you know, energy. Like, you know, that type of thing. Controlling people is actually easy. You just have to know how to speak to people in a way. When I also in the group chat, I'm like, yo, can everybody please just be respectful? We know that we all supporters of Brotherkupa, but let's just get this video out the way. You will be seen on TV, and let's just have fun.
Wow,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
And did you guys just cold take it, just go out and just start shooting? How was that for you? Or you get permits and everything else?
Yo, we just go out and start shooting. I don't even lie to you. Permits is not the way because we do things last minute most of the time.
Yeah.
Permits, we can't do that. Like right now.
Yeah, Cape Town needs to also relax. And like you have no idea. But I just loved how raw, authentic it was. You know, like and for me that really was everything, man. Nah, man. So shout out to Brotherkupa for sure.
Yeah.
Kindly Nash, man. How's the relationship like with him, man?
With Kindly Nash is like a bigger brother to me in a way. A bigger brother, best friend, you know, like a homie. Like he's just one of those guys. Like it's very like the relationship is very like unique. It didn't happen like even this other time. I remember at night, I think it was 2 days ago. It's like, bro, did you ever think we'd be this close like ever? Like, nah. I'm like, I thought you were like the worst guy ever in the beginning. Like I thought he was like, I'm just gonna shoot for him and then that's just gonna be it.
Yeah.
Like I never expected it like that because I never had the intention of Like I never, most of the time I never have intentions of shooting for artists. I just want to build a relationship most of the time.
Okay.
You see?
So that's kind of like your base to go in, and
Yeah.
then everything else kind of like happens organically. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean that's top. So tell us more about your work with Nash, especially on the Captain video. Maybe let's start there. How was that video for you?
That video was also last minute. I remember on Sunday, he actually called me. He's like, yo, bro, I'm trying to shoot this video. People have been disappointing me. Let's do it like for the first time. I'm like, are you doing? I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Let's get a camera. If you can help me rent it out, then that's going to be the way. So like, he said, let's shoot it this Wednesday. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I made a group chat, same thing, posted it on my story. He also posted it on his story to make people join. And then we made the mood board also. I made the first mood board, and then we asked Creative Maniac and South made it to add some ideas too, so that we can create basically all three of us. So when they did that, they added some ideas and stuff. And then once they did the ideas, we did the mood board, and then we sent it in the group chat. We said everybody must wear all black, and then Kindly Nash would be the main focus with the military clothes, because he must be like the main person that everyone, like the focal point basically.
Has to be him. Wow.
It has to be him. So when we made that treatment, I think we sent it the same day. I'm sure the next day or the same day, you should get this military outfit. We get a car. We get people behind you. You must get cars spinning too. That's what I had. And then also the venue, Wheels and Smoke. We wanted to get like a place where it's like not really seen like that, and a place that's not like outside of like where people are walking around. So when we asked Wheels and Smoke, like I had to call them and dial them every single time, and then they ended up accepting us to shoot.
Okay.
And we did that, and then we obviously came like I think an hour late also. Then people came, a lot of people came. I didn't expect this also.
Wow.
Then that whole process of getting people on set, like to go on the building and to go on like the stands was like, yo, it wasn't that easy. But then obviously because it was the beginning, I'm like, yo, everybody please go this side. Oh yeah, and also we did say that we we're gonna contribute for food too for like the first time. It was expensive, but it was worth it. Like
People gotta eat there.
people did actually eat, and I'm happy that people did that, you know? We wanted Brotherkupa as a cameo, but he also came late, and we didn't end up using those shots because it made more sense of him being the main point of the song.
Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I didn't actually like the song, honestly, because I'm like, this is not really my vibe, but let's see where it goes. And then we did that, we shot it, and then when the video started coming out, like, and shooting and like editing, it's like, yo, okay, this song is actually fire. You know?
But the power of visuals, right?
Yeah.
The power of just visuals to a point where you visually represented it in a very strong way. And it's crazy because you're the one working on it, right?
Yes.
But just listening to it audio, you're like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then after post the edit, you're like, damn, the song is hard.
Yeah, like it's hard. Like I can't believe we did this. Like I literally said it. I'm like, bro, we're actually gonna shake the internet. It's chai. Like no one in South Africa has done this. The amount of detail that we have in the video is insane. Like him being there, people actually doing the action, us having quality cameras and putting so much like effort in a video. And like that was the least. That video looks expensive, but like that's the most cheapest video ever. Like ever to be done. The only thing we really paid for was the venue, and then the rest was just people's love of coming and the cars and stuff.
You know what's crazy? Someone once told me, just make it look expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to Christian for that. for that. So Kindly Nash, pipe down, freestyle. What was your process on that one? What was your direction? What inspired that particular direction?
Pipe down, Nash was like, yo, bro, let's just shoot something. Like, let's just shoot something. He just wanted to shoot on that time. Like, there's actually two videos. There's the original one that we shot in Rosebank, and then it got scrapped because we started using camera. And then when we started using camera, like, the original one is fire, because I really did love that video, but it got delayed because he had to do some other drops before that song would drop. So it's like, actually, we shot that like in Rosebank, like last minute. Also, I shot the same video also I shot a video for Days also the same day. And then when we shot that video, I think the final one that you guys are seeing right now with the multiple people, me and South had an idea of like doing it like in a house, making it look very cinematic with like him being like the main thing, like not having people around, but just him as Kindly Nash. Because it was a freestyle, there was no mood board created. We just did this last minute. Like, let's just shoot this because why not? And also, I also wanted to drop it as like me as Creative Shots featuring Kindly Nash, because I'm also going on the artist side of my work, like almost like Lyrical Lemonade when they have their own songs and the videos coming out on their channel. I also wanted to do that also in terms of the work that I put out with the artist, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, that's how it came out. He gave me the songs like, yo, this is actually your song. You can drop it on Apple Music, like everywhere. You can do whatever you want with the song. I'm like, cool, let's shoot for it. Then after we shot for it, the editing process was actually like long because we had to wait for South to do like the duplicates of people, because I don't really fall into VFX. I'm more of like the director and the main shots editor. Because VFX is really, it takes a lot of time to do. It really does take a lot of time, and I really don't have that amount of time to have a turnaround time to give the artist. So yeah, we had to wait for like 2 weeks for the video to be done. Then after that was done, we dropped the song first, and then the video came out, I think, 3 days afterwards.
Oh wow.
That was the whole process behind Pipe Down.
Oh wow, man. That's crazy. BabyDiaz, man. Tell me more about your relationship with him.
BabyDiaz's relationship is like the weirdest one out of everyone. Because in the beginning, I remember when I met BabyDiaz, when he came to Joburg after he came from America. Because first he went to Cape Town, and then I think the next week he came to Joburg. I'm like, hey, Daze is here. I got to do something. This was like in the beginning of Creative Shots.
Yeah.
So as he came to Joburg, I remember this first show that Patrick Lee was hosting called World of Artists or Artist Day. He came there. I think he came like hours later. I remember he came there. I'm like, yo, I'm Creative Shots. I'm a videographer. Like, these are my pictures that he took. I'm like, yo, I'm actually in high school. He's like, oh, that's crazy. Like, he low-key cold-shouldered me in a way. Like, because obviously, like, he came here, and obviously a lot of people are going to want to fan out and be like all of this and all of that and give him all that. So the first time he gave me his number, no, he said he took my number. And that's when you know, like, if someone says, let me take your number, they're never going to hit you up, ever. So I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Maybe you will hit me up one day.
Yeah.
Then after that happened, I remember I went to another shoot at King Omar's shoot. Then I saw him again. Then I'm like, yo, Daze, you actually met me that time at the World of Arts. He's like, oh, that's crazy. And then Kindly Nash was also there with Daze. He's like, yo, actually, bro, I got this song I want to shoot for called Single Soon. He was obviously dissing, like, people, like, back then. So he's like, yo, Single Soon, let's shoot for this song. I'm like, cool. I'll tell you when to come. Since you're in high school, I'll tell you when to come. Then he gave me the date, and then I came there, like, literally after school. I came with my gimbal. I was quiet. I didn't speak a lot because obviously he's an artist, and I didn't know him like that. When we shot that video, Single Soon, I literally edited same time at that place and then sent it to him, and then he dropped it. So the relationship with Daze is like very different because, like, in the beginning, it was like a thing of like, I didn't give up. I was like, nah, you know what? Let me just continue. Let me be very humble and just continue pushing and speaking to the artist most of the time, you know? So yeah, that was the relationship with Daze.
Oh, wow, man. What's your take? How do you feel about how important are relationships with artists in line with the work that you do?
Relationships play a big role because you need to understand how the artist is behind the music also, like how they want to look, how their song wants to be presented to the people. So outside of visuals, like when you have a good base relationship and know how to speak to the artist and know what to say to the artist, it's always the best way to go around it than just having a video relationship, like, yo, let's shoot this day, shoot, edit, drop, and then after that, there's nothing that happens afterwards, you know? So I feel like relationships really play a big role compared to just shooting, because I can be your best friend, and then if we don't have any, or like if you want to be my friend and we don't have any connection, there's no platform for us to
connect in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, man. And your process, let's just go back to process. So I take it you edit on your iPhone. This was through CapCut, I take it?
Yeah, back then.
Back then.
Yeah.
And what you working on now? And in terms of what's your go-to platform to make any video?
It really doesn't matter of what your platform you use, it's just how you use it.
Yeah.
But the videos that you guys are seeing right now, I use CapCut. Like, honestly speaking, I use CapCut.
That's dope.
To just to sequence it, have the effects and stuff. Then I bounce it off to Premiere Pro. That's where I grade on Premiere Pro.
That's dope, man. No, you got quite a crazy way of working, which I actually like. And then let's just go back to you again. So just take us a little bit more on the music side of things, because I did see your Spotify plays are quite dope. and being like a DOP, videographer, director, how is that for you?
It's honestly a blessing, like, to be seeing people actually listening to the music, like, outside of just the videography itself and just being the director. Because I just don't want to be a videographer alone. I want to be a brand. Like, whenever you see creative shots, you see, like, a lot of things, not just being a videographer. Because I feel like if people are placed in one position or, like, one thing, you just become you boring. Like, you can't speak to a lot of people, like, with a lot of things, So if you can do, like, if you can widen your hands and, like, widen your reach within everything that you want to do, it's always best to have a lot of things that you can do than just having one thing that you can do. You see? So if you can only do one thing, then that, to me, it's just boring. So having this platform of, like, people listening to my music or the music that I drop with the artists is amazing.
Dope, right?
Yeah.
And that makes it you quite dope and unique in the sense that it's because of the music you've shot and made, everybody even messes with it from that perspective. No, shout out to that, man. Let's jump into your photography work. Tell us a little bit more. Because, I love the work I'm saying. And how do you prioritize that? Are you still someone actively going to look for shoots, or that you just focused on video now?
I still do both. Again, like, I love doing photography. Like, the only reason why I actually, like, shifted to videos because I said, like, photography is dope, but, like, I want this photo to be emotion. Like, I want to see something happening in the picture, because with photography, it's just like one still shot, and it's like, this is all we see. So you want to see deeper into it, like, what's happening really afterwards, like, That's why I feel like with photography, I still do photography, like matric dances, brand shoots. Like, people do still book me for photography in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I love the artwork for Brotherkupa's.
Hey, it's a crazy story, that artwork, yo.
Yeah, man. What I was thinking about that. I also just like how it's very unconventional. I'm also not a big fan when things are over-treated. I still like raw, authentic stuff. I really like that. And the fact that it's, like, all blurry, I'm like, that's exactly how it needs to look.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So let's just, again, the future. And let's go back into how do you see yourself moving forward beyond this point? Let's just leave school and everything out of it. But as a creative, as someone who's actively creating, networking, building, and growing, how do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
One thing about me is that, like, I really don't focus too much in the future, and I don't focus too much in the past. I'm always in the present. But, everybody has their own goals, and everyone has something that they want in exchange for what they're doing.
Yeah.
How I see myself in the future is just a leader in a way, and also, like, someone who gives a lot of people opportunities in terms of, like, how Rick had this Cotton Fest thing?
Yeah.
And, like, how he put on a lot of, like, artists.
Correct.
And, like, how he made them, like, leaders of the wave. I see myself in that type of sense, like, being someone who gives someone a platform. But in terms of, like, the bigger picture, I do see myself as, like, one of the greatest and the biggest directors of, like, the world. Like, I want to become like the first Zimbabwean South African videographer that breaks, like, the biggest boundaries, working with Travis Scott, your A$AP Rockies, your Beyonce's and stuff. I want to be bigger than that, and I want to be the first, like, to ever do it compared to everyone that has tried it, And I want to be, like, someone who's that inspiration that it's not just music videos, or it's not just South Africa. There's bigger places that you can go to. It's beyond that, I also want to see, like, I don't know, even, like, I want to do a lot of things in my life. I want to have orphanages. I want to have my own brand. There's a lot of things that I want to do in life. I want to help a lot of people. And, yeah.
Wow, man. And for me, Young King, you definitely are going to be that person. We've spoken it out in existence. We've put it out there in the universe.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
Amen.
You know, like there's always saying, I always have to say, and I'll say this to you, King, the bird on the tree is not afraid of the branch breaking because it believes in its wings.
Ish.
Never forget your wings. You can fly. Fly as high as you can. There's absolutely nothing that you can't achieve. And just talking to you today, listening to you, young King, I hear the passion. You dedicated. You locked in. As we always say, like you locked in, dog. And that's important, King. And like I said, I'm honestly a big fan of your work. I love your work ethic. I just love the product that you're making. And this is also like one of the reasons, and like when we were chatting before we came here, this is one of the reasons why the podcast does exist. This whole thing is not mine, man. It's ours.
Yes. And
it's for us to document the stories. I mean, just believe, man, like talking to you a year from now, checking in, like even a year and a half from now, you know, just going through that, checking in and doing that, it's very important, King. So I'm just going to really say, man, we love you and keep your head up always. We see the work, we feel the motion, and just keep going. Don't ever stop. Break the boundaries that you want to break, young King. And I strongly believe, and I know for a fact that you are, man. I'm sitting here and I'm convinced. I'm like, damn, man. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, you really got this, man. So just in imparting, what would you like to impart and leave us with?
Like a message.
Anything. Whatever's on your mind. Whatever's on your mind, and maybe let's two-tier it. What would you like to, maybe let's start with, what advice would you like to give other creatives and everyone out there, one, and then two, any message that you want to leave us with?
A lot of people ask this, like people text me and ask me about advice. The best advice I can give you is that never take anyone's advice, but listen to it and take note of it and then do it in your own way. Yeah. Because not everyone is not everyone's advice works for you, because everyone's destiny is different. That's like the first thing I can say. And the best thing I can say is always be yourself. Never do things because of like the outcome that you really want. Like if I do this right now, I'll get 50,000 followers. No, you should do it for the love of it. Because everybody now wants to become a videographer and everyone wants to become a photographer, a musician, because they see someone, it's working for someone else, and not what that person is doing will work out for you. You should find something that you love and something that you feel like, even if they don't pay you, you still want to do it. That's the best advice I can give someone. Like, always be yourself. And never forget to pray. Never forget the people you began with. Always stay true to yourself and your art. And what else can I say?
Show love, man.
Yeah, just show love to people. Like, honestly, that's like a thing that people are not doing nowadays. Always show love to someone. Always show love. Always support people, because one day that support, you will need it back, you know?
Yeah.
So don't do things off of like, he will give me back the support. Don't count sugar. Always do it because of the love of it.
Oh,
you know?
Man. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And then party, man, what would you like to leave us with?
I would like to leave a message to thank you guys for bringing me here and giving me this platform to actually speak my mind. You know, this is what you guys are doing is actually amazing. Like, I was checking out your work the other time. I saw Gillian's interview. He did say that he mentioned me. I'm like, oh, for real? And then I watched his interview. I'm like, oh, this is so inspirational. I just like how you guys are doing it so different, like the black and white to the camera in your face. Like, it's like, yo, damn, I love this. You know, I love that you guys are documenting each and every artist or photographer or videographer's journey, and that's amazing, because one day you guys will be seen as like the leaders of the wave. As much as you guys think, like, as much as people want like an outcome, the best thing to do is just to keep on going and to just continue pushing on what you're pushing, because one day you might get Travis Scott sitting in the same exact chair.
It is going to happen.
You know? Exactly.
Because you shot the music video. And you told him to come here.
That's amazing.
Oh,
so
man.
That's like the message I can give you guys, to continue going and to just continue pushing and doing it off of the love, not just because this guy's popping, let me just put him on this interview, you know?
Nice, man. Nah, man, cool, man. Hey, KTVSHOTS, once again, young man, I'm sending you nothing but love.
Thank you.
Thank you for just replying, dog. Like, thank you for just listening at the time, when I did reach out. Thank you for that, man. And we'll continue supporting the work. You're part of our family. You're going to blow. And that's our episode, special edition with Creative Lens. I'm your host, Uncle Dice. Peace. We out.